we welcome you back. And I don't know about you, but all of us here at TV2 Sports love a good comeback story, Christy.
Yeah, and this is one some people out there may be familiar with, but Logan Craiglow, who graduated from Whitehall in 2012, saw his athletic career at the high school level end pretty abruptly, but he has certainly bounced back in a big way. Cassie Schmidt has more on his story from the Paramount Sports Complex in Hershey.
It was a Friday night football game, last game of the regular season, facing Parkland, who was a big rival of ours. And, you know, everyone was very excited for the game, and it was only a couple plays in that it happened.
Shafnitsky going, fires, and the pass is caught.
All I remember is, you know, Sean, the trainer, coming over and saying, lay back down, don't look at it, because it was, you know, pretty gruesome the way it was.
That's tough to watch, a terrific young man.
From that point on, my life was completely different. You know, in the hospital, years of rehab, multiple surgeries.
Logan would tear all the tendons in his hamstring and calf, 3 of the 4 ligaments in his knee, plus fracture his fibula, and was in danger of possibly losing his leg.
That uncertainty definitely, you know, left a lot of doubt in my mind and everything. But as soon as he told me that, okay, you know, you're not going to have to amputate your leg, and I will think, you know, it'll be hard, but you'll be able to make a full recovery. As soon as he said that, it was pretty much set in my mind to come back and do as much as I possibly can.
From there, Logan would set big and small goals for himself, starting with just being able to walk again, leading up to a successful collegiate career at Cornell University as a decathlete.
The goal to run at college again was obviously my first goal after the injury. And I felt lucky, you know, pretty much throughout the entire time, just fortunate enough to be able to run again and compete and try. And so, you know, after I had some success at Cornell and I graduate, I don't sit idle very well. So, you know, I've always, you know, taken an interest in American Ninja Warrior and just decided that was kind of my next thing I want to pursue.
Hi, my name is Logan Craiglow. I'm 24 years old from Whitehall, Pennsylvania.
A lifelong athlete, Logan was no stranger to working out, but there was a learning curve when it came to the type of training to be successful in his new sport.
When I started lifting again, I, you know, was doing bench and squat and the same thing, you know, power clean, things you do for football, and it's very like bulky, strong lifts and singular muscle groups, which isn't very conducive to Ninja Warrior. So what I found instead was I got, you know, sort of put myself on a calisthenics program, which is body weight training and a lot of pull-ups. Pull-ups are kind of the core of everything that I do in training, and there's a lot of complex movements like the front lever and the planche that require different core and shoulder stability, and it's you're not, you know, lifting heavy weights, but you're building a lot of strength and a lot of muscle in order to, you know, put all those complex movements together, and I think that's going to be the most beneficial for these types of obstacles.
Logan admits he was like everyone else who first saw it on TV, doing his research, but soon realizing it's not as easy as it looks.
I was telling myself, like, I think I can, and then I read a few like blogs and posts, and one of the biggest things people say is like the course is much bigger than you expect it to be, and so you see it on TV and it looks manageable, and then you get here and you're like, holy crap, that is like pretty darn high. Like maybe that is a little bit tougher than I expected. But I think, I mean, as far as the upper body obstacles, I think I'll be okay on those. The ones that probably worry me and most of the other ninjas I've seen too is the balance obstacles, the ones where you have to run across the beam or something, because if you slip up once, there's really no saving it. You're going to topple over and fall in the water.
Logan will find out in a week or so whether he'll make the American Ninja Warrior cut. But either way, he's come a long way since the devastating injury suffered here as a Whitehall senior. But everything that he went through during that time has given him a completely different perspective on life.
You know, when you're sitting on the couch for months on end, you kind of have some time to reflect and really focus on what's important in life and what's not, and really to never take anything for granted. So every opportunity I've had since then, I've really just tried to take full advantage of. But it's definitely a huge factor, and part of why I wanted to do this and compete on, like, you know, national television stages, to be able to share my story with other people who are injured and say, wow, you know, if he came back and he was able to do that, maybe I can too, and give him, you know, a little bit of inspiration.
On the scene at Paramount Sports Complex, Cassie Schmidt for 2 Sports.
All right, thanks, Cassie, and best of luck to Logan too. The 7th season of American Ninja Warrior will get underway at the end of May, so hopefully he'll find out here soon that he's going to be a part of the competition. But I don't know anyone out there that thinks that looks easy, because I'm not one of them that thinks I could do any of those.
Oh, I can't do any of that stuff. It's almost like gymnastics mixed with the CrossFit, mixed with everything else. It's just so impressive to see that injury. It makes you cringe a little bit to be able to come back from that and do that type of sport. It's just absolutely blows my mind.
Well, don't forget, you know, a decathlete at a Division I university too in between there. But best of luck to Logan for sure.